if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything. And as I said in my last Breath of God episode, that it's not about what you believe, but it's about who you serve. Because the devil believes in God, that he knows the Bible is true. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son. Whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. That's not entailing of you just accepting the existence of him being there. Because again, Jesus is in multiple religions, as a Buddhist, as a Muslim, as a prophet here. So it doesn't matter if you just know that he's alive, but it's loving him as your Lord and Savior, giving your life to him, knowing that what he's done for you is truth. Life will try to seep its way into the cracks in your life, but remember that the firm foundation of your life is the Bible. It's important to have a firm foundation, so that you're not going to build a skyscraper on a foundation that is going to crumble down. To start building up, you need to have this grounding factor here, or else it will collapse once more. So the more cracks that you have in your foundation, the more evil can seep into those cracks and make them bigger. Because think of evil like water. When you have those cracks, water gets into those cracks, and through time, those cracks get bigger and bigger and bigger until your whole foundation is just whack. So I don't want you to let him in, because it's not going to do you any good, and I know you know that yourself. God's going to be there with you to help you through this. You're not on your own on trying to do this, and he's going to be just standing there like this, just hoping you get there one day. But he's helping you. He's there. He's not yelling at you when you do something wrong, but he's going to tell you to get back up again. As any good parent should say, right? When you fall off your bike, your parents aren't going to be pissed at you because you fell. They're going to tell you to just get back up again. They're going to pick up your bike. They're going to pick you up. They're going to take that dirt off your knees, your face, all that stuff, and just say, hey, you know what? Just get back up again and try again. Because the more you do it, the more it just becomes a way of life. And then you just know how to ride a bike forever. Know that Jesus is your number one fan. He cheers for you every day. He's not some ruthless God that just is going to, be so upset with you. I want you to know how much he loves and cares for you as a loving father, that when you fall down, just know, hey, he wants you to get back up again. And it's the matter of getting up and doing your very best on not falling again. Now, I understand that people fall and they get back up, and I'm sure it must be tiring over and over again, in that when you fall, you're just, I just want to stand up. I'm tired of stumbling over and over again. God gave me this analogy a few months back, that imagine you're a car, a truck, whatever it is, and you're driving straight. There's only one road, you're going straight, and that's heaven, right? The destination, the road to heaven. But you're constantly breaking down. God's gonna come over here and be a mechanic and fix you up, and then you start driving again. But then you break down again, and he comes and fixes you up again. And then you drive again, and it's just an over-repeating thing of life where you constantly break down, and God becomes the mechanic, getting his stuff together, starts putting you back together again, and go. Now, that gets tiring for us, because we don't want to live this way in a complete pattern of having to deal with this stuff, and man, I just want to let that stuff go. I just want to drive. I just want to get there. And you can. I want you to know that God will continue to pick you up. As a father, when you fall, he'll pick you up. But it's one of those things where when you fell off your bike and your parents picked you up, you rode again, and there became a time where you didn't need your parents to pick you up again, because you learned how to ride your bike. You learned how to stay on track without falling. It's the same thing. God will be there to get you up. But there needs to become a time where you're like, you know what? This is it. Thank you for picking me up. And I'm just going to go forward. I'm just going to go for it. I've had people tell me that sin's just going to be a part of life. that because you're human, sin is just going to be a part of your life because that's just human nature. Well, as your friend that cares and loves about you and wants nothing but the best for you here, I'm going to tell you that that's not true. That you can have pure freedom, that you can have peace, that you don't need to give in to such sinful things anymore. People tell you that you're human, so you're going to give in to those things. Yes, you're human, but what else? You're a spirit. You're a soul. That you make your choices. It's not predestined to just deal with these things. You make your life the way you want it. You go as far as you want to go. Don't let anybody limit on what you think you can do. I care about you so very much, and I want you to live your very best life that you can. Be the very best vessel that you can be for God and to help people and lifting them up. Sin may be a part of life, but surrendering to it isn't. Being human means striving for grace, not settling for the defeat. Like you just can't do anything about it and it's just going to be there. I don't know how many times you've ever heard that, where sin doesn't need to be there. Some people won't talk about those kind of things because they're not living up to what they say, and so then they kind of don't want to contradict what they're doing. And I understand that. I just want you to know that the possibilities are endless. I don't want you to limit on what you can do for God. And you're not limited to what this world is containing you in. I'm here to help you in the very best way. And even in the comment section, you guys are leaving me paragraphs about your life and what y'all are dealing with. I'm commenting right back and helping y'all understand how to get out of that, or that he's very proud of you, that you're striving for him and things like that. I want to be there to help you understand God the best way possible, knowing that you are precious to him. I wouldn't be telling you something if I didn't believe it was true. Let me give an example to show you how much I actually care about you as my friend. If you and me go out to eat, we order an appetizer of breadsticks or of mozzarella sticks, whatever it is, and there's one mozzarella stick or breadstick left, I'm going to let you have it. That's the best way I can explain my friendship. I'm going to let you have it because that's how much I care. I say that because I know when there's one left, they're like, well, should I take it? I kind of don't know if I want to take it. I don't want to be rude, but you can have it. It's yours. You can have the marinara too. Because that's true friendship. But you need people to support you, to build you up again, because iron sharpens iron. Like I've said, this relationship that you and me have, it's not just about me encouraging you, but your comments encourage me. It's not just one way, but y'all help me out too. It's both ways, and I really do love that we have that. And I've had people in my own life years and years back that were telling me that, to follow God, to do this, to do that, whatever. And I just wasn't having it. I didn't want to have any of that stuff. For me, I was more of afraid to kind of give myself up because I was kind of nervous on what he would take away, just taking away the few friends I had, because I didn't have much and I didn't know if he was going to take them away, because I kind of knew they weren't, the best example for me, in his eyes to live a good life. And I didn't want to lose that. I didn't want to lose the things that I enjoyed doing or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? And you guys may be in that same scenario right now or back then before, so you can kind of understand where I was coming from. But I had to get my priorities straight. I had to come to the realization that I'm nothing without him, and I'm going to continue struggling the way I am, combating with myself, hating myself, because I just can't handle anything life throws at me. I just can't. I would just go into a straight, an episode of depression or anxiety or whatever it was back in the day, and I wasn't having it, and I hated it. Crying all the time because I didn't know what to do. I was stressed out with life itself, with work or school or whatever it was. Things were just not going the way I'd like them to go, and so I didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure. it just seemed like everything was against me at that time. God was there in the back of my mind for years, and I kept him there because I didn't want to confront him. I didn't want to deal with that. But when you get to such a low of like, I'm hurt, I'm lost, I got nothing, even having friends and family or being around a lot of people, I still felt lonely. And I am sure some of you guys can understand where I'm coming from when I say that. Sometimes the loneliest places is when you're in the middle of everyone. You can be surrounded by tons of people and still feel a sense of being alone. And that will constantly be there until I know who actually cares about me. And I understand family and those friends I had, whatever, they care. But there was something I needed that was much bigger than that. You know what I mean? Because he's everything. And I didn't have that. I didn't want it. And I realized through time, I need this or else I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to be in this world anymore. Following Jesus is an easy thing to do. It just depends on how much of yourself you're willing to let go. Because I've said in many videos that Christianity would be a lot easier without you, because you got to die to yourself and live in the Spirit. And that's when your mind is his mind, your heart is his heart, and you start living your life like Jesus would, being imitators of Christ, doing things that he would, walk as he walked, right? And that's when things become easy. That's where freedom lies. That's where it is. And peace, love, joy for other people, forgiveness, everything is lining up when you go straight to him with open arms, giving up everything that you have, surrendering, your job, every single thing that you own and have, that he can push it all. You can have all of that. All I want is him. You could be so genuine and sincere with him that he's all you care about. And with that sincerity, you've just devoted yourself to the one true God that loves you more than anything. And that's where life will be pristine. The negatives of the fleshly desires start to fade away. Because as I was saying plenty of times in the comment sections, answering you guys or whatever it is, when you guys are dealing with sin, suffocate it. Do not give it the time of day. Don't give it attention. Don't humor those thoughts. Pray the second they come in your mind. Do not care about them. Pray immediately, because you're going to put your focus straight on God the second you get something that's tempting you to go the opposite direction. Starve the sin. Do not feed it. Let it stay hungry. When it's starving to death, it will die. Sin does not need to be a part of your life, but God does. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you let me know in the comments what your thoughts on this video was. Let me know in the comments anything that you guys are struggling with, and you guys should know I will definitely comment back on whatever you say, and I will help you guys in the best way possible. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. I really do appreciate the support that y'all gave me on the last one, getting over, I think, almost 40,000 views on that one, and it just let me know that it resonated with y'all, that it helped y'all, and the comments I was getting was so incredible. I was so ecstatic seeing so many people being lit up, and just people telling me that they're crying, that they were afraid to watch the video to confront the very thing they didn't want to, just like in the story I was just saying, I didn't want to confront Jesus because I was living in not a good life, and you guys were saying the exact same thing, some of y'all. And so it's okay if you want to be open with me. I'm not going to judge y'all in any way. You're able to say whatever you want. Nobody in the comments is going to judge you. Everyone, let us just love each other and lift each other up as we're born to do, to be imitators of Christ and lift each other up every single day. Because once again, we all want to go to heaven. We all want to get our enemies in heaven. Everybody, I don't care who you are. Once you know Christ, you'll just love everybody, and you'll want the best for people, no matter what they believe, who they are, whatever it is. And so just know that everybody that's in the comments wants to live a peaceful life. They want help. And so far, y'all are being very loving to everybody, and I really do appreciate that, and I couldn't ask for anything else other than that. So thank y'all, and I appreciate everything once again. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Messenger out.